hello. Hello, we're back. Let me get the link here for you in chat for the people from the other stream. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now people can't complain. No one can complain. All right, there we go. We should be good. We should be ready to rock. All right, I say should because you know how it goes. DSP had just said has just said good morning all. But okay, so what I want to start with today is the pick. Not that. So last night there was some stuff about the mini PC and Catherine's ownership of the mini PC, okay? So last night he did hit the goal. It was very intense begging at the end to get there, though. It is safe to say that Doom is already on thin ice, as was predicted by many. But in the beginning of the stream, he did talk about Catherine's PC. So let's watch that real quick.
In it, been running all around. What a crazy break I just had. So
crazy. Cleaning.
I went on break. My wife had made delicious turkey chili, which we had together for dinner. It was great. We actually had it with some diced onion and some little bit of shredded cheddar on top. Oh, it was delicious. Turkey chili, very, very healthy for you. Very delicious. Very good dinner.
Very
and then my
healthy
wife
for
said,
you,
well,
brother.
I wanted to play some PC games recently. For example, I've seen you play American Truck Simulator.
Recently.
And I want to try it, but I'm on console now. And I said, well, what would you want to do? She's like, is there any way that we can get my old PC, her PC's from 2017, to be working? And I said, well, all we can do is try, right? So we booted it up and logged into it. And keep in mind, this was supposed to be...
I mean, this just shows they don't talk, right? I mean, they don't fucking talk at all, right? I've been wanting to play PC games. Like, isn't that something you just... say whenever, if you're talking to your significant other, you just say it that fucking day? It's not something that takes time to explain? What?
The backup PC that I was going to use until I made some good money last year, and I was able to buy my new streaming and capture PC. This was supposed to be the PC that I was going to just update and use as my new captured streaming PC, okay? So we went in there, and immediately I can tell that there is so kind of like, how can I say?
What?
There's basically a lot of problems with this PC right from the get-go. All right, I'm looking at it and I'm like...
Oh, yeah, you definitely know what's going on there, too, so...
what exactly is going on with it, because it's running slow. There's things that are popping up on it. I'm noticing. I'm like, why is it doing pop-ups of this like
pop-on pop-ups?
Crappy, like really bad antivirus software stuff that was on there. One of those cheap ones that's probably malware to begin with. And I'm like, oh, this is not good. Like I can already.
So you just download malware bytes and take care of that, right? For free? You did that, right?
Now keep in mind, this PC has not been updated since like 2018.
Oh, nice.
That was the last time, because Kat moved in with me in 2018. She probably never actually updated anything on it and has.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Factory reset. Even easier. Just factory reset.
Used it since like 2018, 2019, right?
Yeah, so factory reset and see if you got a computer that can still use. That's it.
So it runs on Windows 10, but it's running really bad. It's like slow.
So and I'm like, factory reset is what you want to do there, right? You know how to do that, right?
There's no way we could do anything on this until we do all the updates for it, right? So I start looking at all the hardware and everything in it. And I'm like, oh.
That's what my parents do too. Like, they get one spam email. They said, let me tell you, I think we're getting our identity stolen. Someone sent us an email saying they would just give us money. It's like, oh, just delete it.
All right, we have to
mark it as spam, then delete.
Do the cumulative Windows update. So I got the internet working with it, and we go and it says, okay, Windows update. It needs like insane amounts of updates, right? It has like 10 things it needs to install. I think it was actually 11 things. The most important thing is the cumulative Windows update for Windows 10, right? So it took maybe, I'd say 20 minutes, 25 minutes to download all the updates, okay? We restart it, boots up, okay, doing Windows Update, restart again, boots up, completing Windows Update, restart again, boots up, goes to the Windows screen. You know, when you boot up Windows, it has your name and everything, you log in. And then all of a sudden,
has your name and everything.
It just goes black. What just happened? And we're just sitting there, and we're both staring at it. And we're like...
we were just staring at each other for the next 30 minutes.
What's going on? And I don't know. We literally don't know what's happening. We're staring at what? It's just black screen. Mouse moving around, nothing. Keyboard.
And that was the rest of our night.
Nothing. What do we do? So we sat there for like 5-10 minutes. It just went black. Like,
I was joking. What? Now, what do we do? Well, what do we do, man? I don't know.
Guess we got to restart it. So we restart the PC, boots up, shows the, motherboard splash screen.
Now what?
Shows the, okay, it's booting, black screen. We tried this 4 more times. Ladies and gentlemen, Windows Update bricked Cat's old PC.
Okay, well then you definitely did a factory reset to see if you could save it, right? If assuming that is the case, which I am not.
Because it hadn't been updated since like 2018, 2019, whatever. It literally bricked the PC. It will not boot. It'll go. You can basically get it into the motherboard, and then whenever you tell it to boot, black screen. Never ever gets to the login anymore. Just black screen endlessly. So, well, that's insanely stupid. Now, not to say that you couldn't fix it. I'm sure if we took it to a shop, what they would do is probably try to do a fresh Windows install from...
Which is very easy to do. Yourself, actually?
Boot. They would probably have like a thumb drive that has Windows on it. Plug it in there, boot it from the motherboard, and probably...
You can make those yourself?
Try to start over, right? We don't have that. Certainly we don't have the time for that, right?
Oh, no time. Yes, you have 5 or 10 minutes to stare at a black screen, though, which is how long it would take to download the Windows repair on a thumb drive. You definitely have. But yeah, we definitely don't have time for that. Too much time staring at black screens. Big ups, Jambalaya. I think I got a good one for you here, too. Whoa, movage. Hell yeah. Look at that. Jambalaya, you earned this one. You earned it. Big ups, Ice Yamamoto. Want to say thank you, ALT and chat, for helping me become a partner on YouTube. What a king, Ice Yamamoto. You are a king forever.
So, Cat's like, so what can we do?
Man.
I was like, well, this is shop. The only thing I can think of. I have that mini PC from 2 years ago that we used for like almost a year. I played games like Hades 2, Chrono Trigger, Stardew Valley on it. It's certainly not going to run anything on high-end graphics, but it'll run games.
Yeah, it'll run something. I mean, you could run some shitty old games, Catherine. I mean, not the games you actually want to play, but you could play something.
You just got to go for like mid-range 1080p, right? He said, well, anything's better than nothing. Let's try it. So we actually got the mini PC out of my closet, hooked it up, ran the Windows updates on that, ran the graphical updates on that, and then she basically created a whole new logins for her and everything. And all right, try it. So she did. So she went, and right now she's next door playing American Truck Simulator, 1080p, 60 frames, medium settings, and that's the best it'll do. We tried doing high settings. Craps out. Frame rate goes to like 20 frames per second. So the only way we can actually get it to run smooth on the mini PC is 1080p medium settings. So it kind of looks like, no lie, it kind of looks like Xbox 360 graphics.
Really cool, man. Okay, well, let's see the setup Catherine's rocking. All right. So we have this monitor. Okay. And we have a mini PC, which can play American Truck Simulator on medium settings. Very cool, very cool. Really cool. Really cool dude. Someone that made a ton of money last year, remember? I thought we made a ton of money last year. We have so much extra money, we could take a lot of time off, but, that's fine. PWAP says, this pissed me off. No computer repair shops in all of Seattle and no time. It's a PC for video games. You have, it's all bullshit. All of this is bullshit. It's to solve the problem so he can say he fixed the problem for her, right? Oh, honey, you have a gaming PC. Come on, you have one.
It really does.
She gets all of his hand-me-downs.
But at least she was able to play it. You know, she's playing it right now. She's playing the demo. And she's going to decide if she wants to actually buy the full game or not, if she's okay with those graphics.
You're definitely sharing your Steam, right? Family sharing, which is something you should do, or you're just going to... You're not going to do that, are you? You're just going to buy another game. Okay, makes sense. Very smart with finances.
So she's actually playing that next door right now. That was my break. That was my entire break. That's why I'm in here late, because I was literally doing that the entire time. I didn't have a moment to do anything else. So she's trying it out. You know, she saw me play it and she wanted to play it, but it's not on console. So this was the only way she could play it, was to get a PC working. And can you believe Windows bricked her PC? Now, I just want you to think about this.
Yeah, go ahead.
That was the PC that I was supposed to use. If I didn't have the great year that I just had, I wouldn't have been able to afford buying the new PC. I would have been stuck trying to use that thing. And it would have bricked. So that would have been the end of that idea. And then on top of that, remember how many times people told me, oh, Phil, remember before I upgraded my PC, I had my old 10-year-old PC, and people were like, just update Windows. Go ahead. Just do all the Windows updates. You got to get it updated. It'll work. I was like, are you insane? Do you not understand that's not how they're designed? These things are designed for incremental updates. Every few months at the most, you wait, and then you do a big update.
Oh, yeah, one PC was supposed to be donated, wasn't it? Well, I know the mini PC was donated. No, I think he bought both those PCs, right? I can't remember the lore now.
If you wait a long time to do updates, these things don't work.
Yep, they just fuck your computer up. That's very famous, yep.
They don't. They F it up.
Yep.
You know? So...
Oh, the gaming PC was donated. I know the mini PC was donated. Oh, the streaming PC was donated. The gaming PC was donated. The streaming PC was donated. We have to check in on that.
Can you imagine if I actually tried to run the Windows updates on my old PC, like so many people were egging me on to do, it would have bricked that one too. 100%.
Definitely.
And then I would have not been able to work at all. So I'm glad I did what I did. I waited as long as I did. I basically dodged a bullet with that one. And now we're good, thankfully.
Yeah, see? That problem solved for him. We're good. She got the mini PC. That's fine. Don't try to play Skyrim on that, honey. That won't work. Okay, no Skyrim. And obviously no Oblivion Remastered. Don't even think about it, honey. That won't work. But yeah, you could play American Truck Simulator or whatever.
Yeah, pretty stupid that, you know, you can't even trust basic Windows updates to work, and it bricks the PC. Mm-hmm. So
she sucks his dick.
Anyway, so there you go, guys. That's what's going on. So FYI, Kick is all kinds of screwed up tonight. Because for those who don't know, I didn't tell you guys, well, I was telling people in chat this, Kick is so screwed up tonight that during the break, okay, I couldn't get Kick to stop broadcasting.
Okay, so yeah, this led, in case you don't know, this meant that DSP last night did a 30-minute stream in the middle of the night just to test Kick. Because he was worried about it not counting for his shit, you know, his like payments or whatever thing he gets now. He was so freaked out about the few dollars he gets an hour on this or whatever that he had to do a test stream late into the night to show that. We're not going to watch it because I think it's boring, but some people told me it's boring, and I trust them. But he did do a test stream for 30 minutes on this one. Shoutouts to Steve Dangle and the Leafs losing 6-1 last night, huh, guys? Any Leafs fans in the chat? You're definitely taking that loss rationally, right? Here we go. So, did he put it in here or no? Did he take it down? It's not there anymore. He did do a 30 minutes like stream on Kick to see if it's gonna work, and he's very worried about his money. Okay, he's very worried about the money he would get from that. I do want to say though as well that he did. So June the King has released a new documentary about Destiny and his perverse actions up there. And DSP had to make a tweet about it because that's what he does. He has to felt people. Remember, he was angry before Catherine, though, but now we're not. He says, looks like it was a buyer's market for cars all along. Didn't I already make this joke? I said this before, and I'll say it again. There is no universe in which that joke is funny, because at the time, it wasn't a buyer's market for cars, so the statement was true, the one that Destiny made back then. And then when Destiny, remember the self-admitted bisexual Destiny was apparently had a sex tape with that one dude that wasn't even true, but Nick said, oops, looks like it's a buyer's market for cars again or something, Destiny. It didn't make sense then either because it wasn't a buyer's market for cars when Destiny said that comment. So once again, we're going back to this same well of jokes that wasn't really funny in the first place because we have to get an own on Destiny for having a YouTube video released about him from June the King. Which, okay, you want to dunk on Destiny, go for it. But this way is interesting to me because June the King has already released a much longer video about him. So if we're making fun of Destiny for having a video made about him, it shouldn't be from a YouTube user that already made a video about you, right? Because that wouldn't make any sense. So I know it might have been tough to follow, but there's many layers as to why this was one of the dumbest jokes I've ever seen. Because by this logic, June making a video about you is a negative, but yet he's already made a video about DSP as well, which is 4 times as long. Very cool. Very funny, Felton King. You got him. You definitely got him. You won. Yeah, and it wasn't funny then either. Good response there. The house always wins. I don't know, but nobody thinks it's funny. And it's a buyer's market for oil changes. You better get on that.
Your membership. I appreciate that.
Gay. What happened to staying in your lane and avoiding drama? I thought you didn't like drama, Phil. Fat Cat is going to die from being too obese. Go fix that, cuck. That's pretty direct. New dented picture here. That one, it's not the classic dent you see. Usually you see that one classic dent. This is not that one, but interesting. Hey, King, are you more embarrassed about jerking off in front of children or going bankrupt? You want to answer it, King? Wasn't your documentary about how you lied to your fans for years, saying you were going to lose your house and begging daily when it was all really just going to WB Champions addiction? But yeah, try to dunk on others. You do you, King of Hate. I'm upcoding that one. I don't think it was the right grammar, though. Hold on. Was it your... yeah, okay, it was. My bad. Also, keep in mind, bro was up till 1:16 a.m. His time checking in on someone who made a joke about him buying a car almost 9 years ago. I thought you said you didn't engage in drama. I thought you said after Kino Casino, you were going to stay in your own lane because of your curated audience, since they don't care about drama? All good points being made. My poll for the day, which some might say is too easy, and obviously I kind of agree with you on this one. But my poll is, to make it a little bit harder, I'm going to do this one, so get ready to hop on that poll. Will Philip say buyer's market for cars? Okay? Because he's probably going to mention the tweet, right? I'm not going to do yes or no on that because I think that's too easy. Will he say the words buyer's market for cars? That is the poll. I think that might be a little bit more difficult to predict. Okay, that's the poll going live right now. Oh, we got a lot of confident yeses happening. DSP in chat says, hello, let's hope for no tech issues today. Let me see if the slideshow has started, right? Yeah, okay. There we go. Then it says, no, Kick was all messed up, and I have no idea if it'll work out properly today or not. This is the that's the issue when the site decides when your stream ends. On YouTube, there's a button to definitively end the stream under your own power. Nope, they're not going to pay, LOL. I'll explain on the podcast. Oh, great. Text style explaining about how Kick works. That ought to be fun. So you can see last night we did this stream about Kick issues. Worried about, look at this. He even says it. Worried about Kick money. Do I have my Twitter thing up? Yes, I do. That's why I was fucked up. Oh God, not Rush. Good album though. I don't. This is like this like browser I use just for this only because I don't want any history to sneak up there. So like if you click anything, it like you click this once. That's the only thing you ever want. I'll play it again. Here you go. It's muted though. Why is it muted? Dead Air Part 2. Was he muted himself?
Stopping the YouTube.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
I actually don't know what to do. It seems like everything is screwed up right now on Kick. I can't get streams to end. Yeah, here's what happened. I ended my stream, and it still says it's running. So I turned it on again, and I'm trying to see if I can get it to end this time. I don't know what's going on. This
is 10 p.m. his time.
It's incredibly confusing what's going on right now. I just don't understand it. Yeah, I don't know. It claimed that I did a second stream of 1 hour and 17 minutes, but it had so few viewers that it made like $1. And that's because it said it had 12 viewers. Remember, it was glitched, guys? So...
so he made he says he made $1 with 12 viewers for how many hours? All day?
$1. And that's because it said it had 12 viewers. Remember, it was glitched, guys?
He is so locked on how much money he's making from this, though.
So, I don't know what's going on. It seems like Kick streaming is messed up. It's actually glitched right now. So I'm going to have to message their support tonight to let them know that their streams are all messed up. It still says that my stream from earlier today is still running, that it never ended.
Oh, yeah. He does have 12
no, it has nothing to do with the
viewers,
browser or anything, Paper Mario fan. It does. It has nothing to do with the browser. It has to do with the connection between the streaming software, which would be OBS, and Kick. It has nothing to do with the browser. It has nothing to do with any of that. But I'm turning the stream off.
Okay, let's keep going. It's kind of boring.
Right?
He was here for 30 minutes. So 10:30, he's staying up till 10:30 to do this.
I don't know what's going on. I can't fix it.
Yeah.
So
very important, very busy.
I just sent a support request to Kick, and I hope that I hear back from them overnight because I have no idea how to do anything to fix this. I tried changing the stream key, and it still shows that even when I go offline that I'm still streaming. So I don't think I can fix it. I don't actually think it's within my means to fix it.
Within my means.
Yeah, there's an endless bugged stream. The one that I started this morning at 11:14 a.m., it keeps showing as ongoing while I'm also streaming this one. It says I'm running 2 streams at once, which obviously I'm not. And when I take this stream offline, basically that stream keeps running. So it's not accurately doing anything. It's not accurately tracking viewers. And I don't think I'm getting paid properly at all via KCI.
And what are we talking about? $20 here for a week?
IP.
$10 a week? I don't even know.
Right
it can't
now,
be that
do you guys
much.
see any viewers or does it say 0? Right? It says 0, right? So I don't know what's going on.
How much we worried about
0,
here?
which obviously there's not 0 viewers. You guys are in the chat. So it just seems like it's not working at all. It's completely screwed up.
New pin message
so it's all
just
I can
dropped.
do. Like I said, I sent them a chat.
New pin message just dropped. Here, I'll show it to you. Apologies in advance for any stream issues as Kick has been having problems all week. Fingers crossed for a solid bug-free day, he says. And I'll make that my pin message as well. There you go. Big ups too, Mr. Extravagant, who says, it pisses me off that he blows thousands on WB champions, but can't buy his wife a new PC to play games on. He sucks so bad. That's not in her contract, though, right? She's contracted a means to play video games, the quality of which was never agreed upon in the contract, sadly. So, you know, she didn't get that in writing. So, therefore, she has to do the mini PC. If she wants to get a PC, she has to save up from her 3-day-a-week job. You know that. Big ups, Mr. Extravagant. Righteous Spectre says, buy her a PC so cheap, stop pulling Hogan's instead. Well, you say that, but have you seen the new, have you seen what they're doing these days on WB Champions yet? Like, don't just say stuff, because you might see the events and start not questioning it anymore. May Madness, ever heard of it? Big Boss Man. Hello! Look at this. Like, PC or digital versions of this dude? The answer is clear. Oh, Stone Cold as well?
Burger King.
Who doesn't want the new Brutus Beefcake, Big Boss Man, and the Alliance leader Stone Cold Steve Austin throughout May? I mean, you get it. How can... Nurse Steve Gears? Ever heard of it? So... I think you'll stop asking questions when you see what you can get this month. So, the Phenom revamp? Revamp? I didn't hear about this. Into the Madness stipulation tours? New rules every 24 hours. Equip free 99 MP perk to supercharge battles. What? Step into the Madness stipulation tours, where unique daily rules, leaderboard battles, and massive rewards await, including debut superstar shards and armory loot coins. Find and equip the free 99 plus MP perk in the perk screen. Keep the action fast and rewarding. Oh, it's definitely rewarding. Let me tell you, Corporation, the Alliance. Fuck a PC. You're talking about PC. I'm not buying shit. Logan K says, you'd think he at least offer her a PC with his resurgence. I offer my girl a PC many times. She's a console girly, not for lack of trying. Yeah, Chu has a laptop, and she's fine with a laptop. And she is more just a console person as well. That's what if you start doing consoles, you know, I'm trying to get her to venture into PC more. But, you know, some people just like to pick up a controller and play the fucking game. And that's cool. That is cool. But, yeah, she doesn't like to play. She likes to... Her laptop is mainly for work stuff, so... No, she doesn't have a gaming laptop. She has a laptop, like a working laptop. And then she has... then she plays on her Switch. Yeah, Steam Deck would be cool, but... DJ Runo in the house. You can eat shit out of my ass. Oh, no. That's Goose Game. Excuse me. We're forgetting... DJ... We're forgetting that Kat earns money as well. What happens with that? She could just buy it herself? Well, unfortunately, DJ Runo won. When you're working, you know, with the amount of work she does, with the job she can get with her, let's say, specialness, DJ Runo, 3 days a week, wouldn't really build up to have a PC very long, especially when she has to pay for her own stuff. You know what I mean? I don't think she has access. I don't think they have split bank accounts. You know what I'm saying? So, but big up. Oh, there, look at this. Meeting of the Minds. King B. Crow and DJ Runo. Big ups, everybody. Both. Spoon Man and the Goose Man. Ooh, you could be a tag team. The Spoon and the Goose. Coming together. Mega powers. Soul the Kaiju says, if he had to use the old one, he would have tried harder to fix it and get chat involved helping him. But for Cat, one issue and that's it. Done. Yep, exactly. Because it's not his problem, she'll be fine. That's fine. If this was his PC, it is level red. Begging video coming out. You know that. This would be stop whatever you're doing. We need to get this PC figured the fuck out. Big ups down forward punch. PCD's nuts. I'll entertain this. PCD's nuts, Cat. Got him. Got him. Let's see Poems Pass for any interesting tweets that happened last night. Obviously, the legend gets the tweets going for us to enjoy. Let's see. Any fun last night? Darkside Phil's legacy is spreading. Let's see.
I'll be the guy that plays Doom like this. You play like Darkside Phil.
Got him.
Guys, this game goes too fast. I go like this. Wow. I look at every little thing. Wow, there's dragons. Wow. Oh, what's this? Loot? Oh, look, bad guys.
Hit block.
Oh, he said can't block.
Guys.
Listen.
Hit block.
I can't block. Did he say I can't block?
I mean, there's people that, they're really out here still booming and dooming, and they're like, they're playing it like this. There's nothing wrong with that. I can't.
Hardcore. I don't want to die.
I don't want to die, guys. What is that?
He said, God.
What the hell?
Get blocked. Gotcha.
I'll be the guy that plays Doom like this. You play like Darkside Phil.
It's amazing to be starting to get known for playing that way. That's wild. That's wild work. Anything from last night? Let's see. His first stream has been live on Kick all day. Won't go. Okay, that's the problem. Yes, he said, testing new stream key. Test stream to see if the previous one ends. Test stream to see if the previous one ends. This was how he spent his time yesterday. Very fun, very busy guy, though. Definitely need to get those tens of dollars. This guy, Oompa Loompa, donated $50 to Raw Phil. Some people said it was on accident. I don't personally think myself it was on accident. I think he's done that before. And then he donates to Philip as well. I think it's just an attention thing. Can't confirm or deny, but he definitely did donate to Phil to help him get the goals or whatever. So they just kept coming back for $20 a pop or whatever to make sure he hit the goal. It's not the first time he's done that. Here we go.
Guys, please support the stream. Let's hit the goals. Come on, we've been doing so well this week with goals, and we really suck for the new release to not hit the goal.
Yeah.
Ugh. That would frustrate me. Not gonna lie.
What are you gonna do about
64 bucks of support.
Yeah.
Less than 100 to go to hit the goal. Not looking very likely we're gonna do it tonight. It would be great if we did. The reason I say that, it looks like with Kick being so screwed up.
Yeah, definitely. That's
saying
the
that,
reason.
My viewership and everything was screwed up all day. I'm probably not getting paid for anything today, I would bet. Yeah, I'm not kidding. It still says my previous stream is running. So it looks like I'm not gonna get paid today because of their stupid glitch.
From the $10 from Kick, you're not going to get paid, guys.
For left on tonight's stream. Yeah, I'm not. Guys, only about a half an hour left on tonight's stream. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know what happened. I'm really nervous. Support has been non-existent for the last hour. It has literally been, I'm not even kidding, over an hour since anyone supported the stream. I don't know why. Now listen, I get that the game is very action-centric.
Yes.
I can't really talk with you guys playing Doom, right? But it's Doom. Like, that's how it's played. You have to be paying attention. You could die at any moment.
So what?
I hope you guys understand why I have to be hyper-focused on this game in order to not die constantly.
So who cares?
I hope that you guys are enjoying. I paid extra to play early, and I was hoping that you guys would like it. People are saying it's 15 hours long, but
Philip, that was 3 days ago, wasn't it? How long did we start the game? I played it. I paid extra to pay it early.
I don't believe them. Now that I've played more, I definitely think this is longer than 15 hours long. I think they were full of crap when they kind of estimated or said that. But that's the thing. If we're only, this is like hour 6, hour 7. If we're only hour 6, 7 and people are bored of it already, I don't know what we're going to do then, So, I mean, hopefully that's not the case, but I can't make you like the game. It is action-packed, action-centric, right?
This is the panicking we do because of one slow stream, which he did end up hitting the goal anyway from that one dent, by the way. Jodub says if we don't hit the goal, then Doom is doomed. Fuck, let me get my highlighter back. Well, let's hear the dented cold open. Guys, big problems with Kick. We'll talk all about it on the Level 1 podcast. Guys, I don't know what's going on. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it on the Level 1 podcast. Sadly, guys, Kick is still screwed up. We'll talk about it on the Level 1 podcast. Yeah, food too, yeah. We got a lot new menus to show you as well, as McDonald's has released a new burger. We'll go through that, and Kick is still messed up. I'll also throw in some of the classic begging. We'll see on the other side of this. What if he was honest or that? What if he did? That'd be a funny bit. Honest cold opens. All right, guys, we're going to start the stream with a recap of the daily wrap from yesterday. I'm going to talk about the schedule for 30 minutes. We're going to beg you for about 10 minutes after that, go through 2 news stories in about 5 minutes, beg once more, and then Q&A for the last 45 minutes. Hope to see you on the other side of this for the Level 1 podcast.
What is going on, everyone? On today's show, we've got some interesting stories, including Kick has been having major issues this week in multiple different ways. I want to tell you the story of what happened yesterday where people were left scratching their heads, saying that I was still broadcasting all day long, even though I had ended my stream. In addition, Mortal Kombat 1 is officially done because it is going to be releasing a definitive edition, but this also has people scratching their heads because Ed Boon had said there was going to be much more content. So what happened?
What happened, Boone?
On the flip side of that, a lot of people are rejoicing for the end of this game. And lastly, Steam has had a data breach. And for a day or two, everyone was freaking out about this, saying, oh no, all of our data is going to be exposed. Well, the truth of the matter has finally been reached, and it's not so bad. So we'll have all of this to talk about, plus the usual chill vibes, updates on all the games I'm playing, and more on today's episode of the Level 1 podcast.
Don V has a good question. Says, LT, you know what the show is? Why do you do this to yourself? Well, I find it fun to make it fun. You know what I mean? That's what the fun is, Don V. But you're all right. We all know what we're here for, but it is fun to make it fun. You know what I mean? But that's kind of what it's about. Walyap says, no family sharing blows my mind. Absolutely. It's really wild not to do family sharing. You know what I mean? It is really wild not to do family sharing. It's just wasted money. Dr. Strangelite, I'm sure June back to being a reliable source now that he got everything wrong during the DSP documentary. Yep. Everything he says about Destiny in that documentary is true. Everything he said in the DSP documentary is not really true. But it's kind of the right thing. It kind of is the best documentary about him, but it's not all true, too. Don't forget that. Big Ups Jordan Fadeaway says, Kick is treating Phil like he's Milton from The Office Space. Poor baby's losing out on his DoorDash money. Such a clueless failure at life. Big Ups Jordan Fadeaway. And PC Gamer in the house says, do you have any recommendations for good, lesser known, this is how you don't play videos? I've gone through the classics, now looking for hidden gems. Big ups. Okay, PC Gamer, I'll get links going in chat right now. I promise you. Watch this. Some of my personal faves. And I did push play. There we go. Hearthstone's a great one. Yeah, Dead Bear, same wavelength there.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome to the, I almost said the daily wrap. Welcome to the Level 1 podcast for Thursday, the 15th of May, 2025. I'm DSP, and we got a lot to talk about today. More stuff going down, and time to get caught up on all of it. We've got an interesting variety of games going on today, which I'm excited for. And of course, tomorrow's going to be even more interesting with a new fighting game release. I haven't played a fighting game now in a while, so that'll be pumped up and excited, right? I'm going to be geared up finally for some Street Fighter for the first time in ages. But I hope you're all doing well, and I hope that you're ready for a nice day of gameplay and fun here on DSP Gaming. What a contrast today.
Yeah, the undershirt has quite the contrast, too. Not sure that really matches. Not that I care, but...
Starting off with more Doom the Dark Ages. That is right. I've literally played Doom every day so far this week since it came out, and I'm continuing on today. You know, I like the game that much. It's playing incredibly well on my gaming PC. With keyboard and mouse, it actually is controlling really well. And so I want to get as far into it as I can. in the shorter time span. Usually I wouldn't do that, right? Usually I wouldn't play a new release this much, but I am having a great time with it. And, you know, it is a shorter game. People are saying probably around 20 hours. And if I can get 10 hours this week, 10 hours next week, that'd be great. Then we can maybe wrap it up and move on to other games, because there are new games coming out for the next couple of weeks. So that's great. But then pairing that with a late night stream of American Truck Simulator.
Whoa.
Right? That's going to be a complete contrast and difference. You know, super crazy adrenaline-fueled, hyper-focused combat versus driving a truck around like an idiot, interacting with the audience.
Adrenaline is rolling. It's like you're cleaning.
Actually owe you guys 5 minutes of driving blindfolded, because I said that I would do that. And I'm going to probably be just like last time, having a couple White Claws or something while I play.
Yeah.
So I have a little bit of a buzz while I'm trying to drive a truck, which will be pretty funny. So good stuff, right? Good stuff coming up today. Good variety of stuff. But tomorrow is the premiere of the Capcom Fighting Collection 2, which features a good variety of games. Capcom vs. SNK 1 and 2, Power Stone 1 and 2, Plasma Street Fighter. Every days are great strategies, and I'm down for that. It should be a good one, okay? So the rest of this week, you know, next couple of days are great. I hope that you'll join me for them. And I just want to say thank you. You guys have been incredibly supportive this week. We're now at 66 out of 70 goals hit for support already. And we just did DSP Tries It the other day. So pretty wild the amount of support I'm getting, and I really appreciate that, guys.
Let's keep it going.
Thank you for those who've been coming out to support in droves, you know, and it's everything too. This week is a good variety. It's people on YouTube with super chats and memberships. It's people on Kick with subs. It's tips. It's everything. That's great. Thank you so much. Now, I think what we should do.
Thanks to the 4 whales.
All right. Let's get this out of the way. This technical stuff that's been going on. Kick has been a mess this week. And I don't know what's causing Kick to have all of these issues, but it seems like there's nothing I can really do about it. I've tried figuring it out, and I don't think that there's anything that I can do to improve the situation, which sucks. I want people who are watching me on Kick to have the best possible experience, okay? I want people who are contributing on Kick to be able to get credit for their contributions as soon as possible. And also, I don't want people to be getting messages or seeing misinformation and saying that I'm live on Kick, and then they go and I'm not there, and they're like, what the hell's going on? All of this stuff is happening this week. And they don't seem to be talking about it, which is weird.
It doesn't really matter, man.
I did contact support, so I'll tell you the story now of what's been going on. So first off, all this week, you guys have been supporting me on Kick with subs. And the weird part about this is, half the time when you guys are giving, you know, subs to the channel, I'm not seeing them right away. And what I mean by that is they don't like pop up in the chat, or they're not popping up simultaneously in the chat or also in, say, the queue that says, here's what's happening on your stream, so you know what you can shout it out. And it's also not showing up in my revenue area on my Kick dashboard. So I don't know if it actually saying, oh, it generally knows memberships them on Kick. Some people have said, who was it? I believe it was let's $50 in it. Okay. A debit card, and the account has $40 in it. Okay.
What are we talking about?
You could still try to do like a sub bomb of 10 subs on Kick, which would be $50. But what'll happen is it'll say you gifted 10, but then only the amount that you have for the amount that you can fund with will go through. So he said that he had tried to do a 5 bomb, but he could only afford 4. So actually 4 went through, but it didn't show up.
Brother, if you're that tight on your bank account, you probably shouldn't be gifting subs. You know what I'm saying?
He tried to do a 5 bomb, but he could only afford 4. So actually 4 went through, but it didn't show up. Like pop-ups came up, but it didn't.
I got $15 left in my bank account. Well, I'll just do a 5 bomb for Philip.
Show up in my queue. It didn't show up in my revenue. So I don't know what's going on. Then much later in the day, like the stream had ended, and then hours later, it popped up in my queue and said, oh, it actually was real. So it's frustrating for me because, as you guys know, I want to give you credit for every piece of contribution that you give me. You guys crowdfund my activity. You're the one reason that I'm able to do this for a living, and I want to give you guys the credit you deserve. And it sucks when something like this breaks and it doesn't look like there's any real way that I can control it. You know, it's a kick issue. All right. So that's already been going on this week. But then another big issue started happening yesterday that really was bad. Let's talk about that. But first, before we do, I want to give out a shout out to Larry Hondo. Yeah, Larry Hondo did 2 super stickers this morning, both for $2. So let's get Harry up on the leaderboard. I want to give him credit because he's doing these right now, and I want to give credit before I forget.
You mean Lenny?
So thank you for that, Larry. So now we're up to $4 of support thanks to Larry.
You mean Lenny?
Okay. Oh, it's Lenny. Excuse me, not Larry. Lenny. I don't know why I said Larry. Lenny Hondo. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that, Lenny. Okay.
All right, so Lenny Hondo is a real person. I just searched it real quick just for fun, but Lenny Frank Hondo Sinkar passed away in January 23rd of 2018, unexpectedly at his home with his loving wife by his side. And the profile picture is that gentleman as well. I don't know what that means, but oh no, it looks like someone else. I don't know. There we go. Who knows? Who knows what's going on? Slatteran says, how can you milk a human, ALT? Riddle me this, old man. Who you talking to? Because it's not me. Because Philip is older than me, so I assume you talk about DSP. Slatteran. Got him. Tony T says, good idea, bad idea is a great DS. This is how you don't play series. Yes, that's true. That is by King of Crybabies or something. I'll find it.
Going on. Now, all of a sudden, yesterday, another issue happened. So what is it? So for those who don't know the technical aspects of what I do, I co-stream. All right? I have a stream that I send to YouTube. But then I also have a plugin for OBS. That's Open Broadcast Software, the program I use to stream.
No one cares.
This plugin allows me to clone that stream at a different quality and send it to Kick at the same time. So if you watch on YouTube, you can watch at 1440p. If you watch on Kick, you can watch at 1080p, which is the maximum that Kick supports, okay? So I've been doing this for months and months and months, all right? Never really had an issue with it. Now, you know, maybe once in a blue moon, a technical issue, but nothing big at all. Always something easy to figure out or fix. So yesterday, I'm co-streaming, okay, to both sites. And we're basically getting to the end of the first stream, the Clear Obscure Expedition 33 stream.
Very bored. Here's the suggestion, though. This one. Here's an idea of what they are.
Catalog.
Not that. This one. Magnu 9991.
It's time for another good idea, bad idea.
Too boring.
Good idea.
So it shows how to do it really.
Presiding. Smith.
And then they show DSP doing it.
Bad idea.
There we go.
The Honorable Judge Strickland presiding.
So if I don't pick the lock, I wonder if I'm good. So let's wait. Close.
Excuse me? Court is in session. The judge goes into the fucking vent when everyone can see.
Oh my god. So
What'd you take me for? Get your hands up!
Oh my god.
Excuse me, judge. The court is waiting for you.
Dream. Normally what I do is I say, okay, I got to end. So I'll go over here and I'll say,
the honorable judge presiding jumps into the vent.
end the YouTube stream, end the Kick stream, and it just all turns off and stream with the new. Okay? So I do this right after my first stream ends after like maybe 15 minutes. So I'm doing my normal thing. Okay? I'm ending the streams. I'm working, uploading and all of that. And as I'm about to set up the Kick stream for the night stream, the new title and game data, it says, you're still broadcasting.
Okay.
I was mixing this, like, what is going on here? But and it still says it's broadcasting. And I said, uh-oh. So this is not good. What's going to happen here,
This
right?
is not good. Uh-oh.
So
now what?
I changed the title and everything, and I actually start streaming this time. Doom. The stream resumes. And I'm like, so it's working. People can see the stream.
Big ups, Brackman. Here you go. You earned this. Ready? This we all learned this. Not that. Not Hondo. Not this. Not well. That's fine too, but not this. Oh, Brackman! You earned this. Catherine. Big us Brackman.
But then as I checked all of my data, what it is, I have a queue.
Okay. Yes, and that's skip juice
not
though.
Good.
Okay. Yep.
It was the same stream continuing on. And I said, that's not good.
That's not good.
What does that mean? What does that entail, right? Because typically what happens is when I end a stream, it'll cut off. It's like, okay, that's the end of the stream automatically. And then it takes like maybe 10, 15 minutes, and then it'll update and say, okay, your stream has been validated for the partner program. Here's how long it was. Here's how many viewers you had, and here's what you made on it. Okay? Now the stream was just continuing and not ending.
Okay.
Well, that's not good. What does that mean for the partner program? I don't know what's going on.
God.
So, about halfway into the Dark Ages stream, I said, guys, what I'm going to do is a test. I finished my first hour of gameplay. I said, I split the video for recording. I'm going to stop broadcasting on Kick, and I'm going to start broadcasting again. And I want to see what happens if I do that. Okay? So I stopped broadcasting. I started again. And the weirdest thing happened. Kick now said I was broadcasting 2 streams at once on the same channel. It said that the original stream from earlier in the day was still running.
I got an idea. This will help us. Here we go. This will help. Hang on. Okay, yes. I'm starting to get it now. It's getting more entertaining, actually. Keep going. It's getting more entertaining. Ooh, blue. I like the blue. Big bite for the blue.
But that I had started a whole and did not increase for the rest of the time. The chat was moving at the normal rate. So obviously there was some problems going on here, right? I don't know what's happening.
That's fucking nasty, by the way. ASMR biting edible crayons.
So I said, well, there's nothing I can
350,000 views on that shit.
do about it now.
Who's listening to that?
I'll just finish the Doom segment. So we did. We played Doom for 2 hours. And I said, all right, guys, I'm going to go offline here, and we'll see what happens. So I went to go offline, and it said, well, now your stream did end, but the original stream from earlier in the day was still going.
It was candy.
No, it's not. I'm not broadcasting. Why does it say the stream is still going? To make matters worse, it did finalize the data. If you my use for this view, changing the stream, Fred, I did. Nothing worked. Thank you very much for the engagement today. I appreciate it. Now, the good news is, when I was broadcasting, it did seem like the viewer count did fix itself. So even though that first stream had said, 12 viewers, it jumped and said now, we're like 60, 70 viewers again. So I was like, all right, at least it seems like that'll be fixed. But if everything keeps adding to this existing stream that's never ending, this is going to be a huge problem. All right? So half an hour. And people who work style office are line level people who sit probably in a call center style office. And
call center style office.
All they do is read form letter responses, or they pass off the information to another department to fix. But for the most part, just like all customer support, all right, Kick support is there to get you off the line and stop bothering them. Like literally, I get the feeling that's probably how they're judged, their criteria. Did you get that customer to stop talking to you in the shortest amount of time? Where we could say, that the system
when you're an annoying bitch, yeah,
was closed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I contacted the Kick support. I explained the whole situation. At the same time, I also sent one to tech support because there's 2 different things you can send logs to. You go to regular support or tech support.
Yes.
So Kick support immediately responds to me like within 5 minutes and is like, well, can you send us screenshots of what you're talking about? Sure. So I sent a screenshot of the screen showing that this stream was still running even though I wasn't broadcasting. Okay? Then I sent a screenshot of my actual Kick dashboard showing that it said I was streaming live and all of that. And I said, I assure you guys, I'm not streaming. I'm not anymore like that. People are saying my shirt's not even. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, God, this one is the worst show
Like
ever. Really, man. We got there today.
Bro. You're just going to have to deal with it.
We got there today.
I didn't make the shirt. Okay, so anyway.
Worst show ever. Yay.
I send these screenshots. So now I'm relaxing with my wife. It's late at night. I was in the office an extra like 40 minutes trying to figure this out, and I couldn't. So already I wasted a whole lot of time on this, and I didn't get anywhere with it. Okay? So then I said, well, what are we going to do? I'm going to wait for support to get back to me. So I spent some time with my wife, and then as I'm about to go to sleep, I check my email. They'd emailed me back. Okay, so can you now send us screenshots showing us evidence of what you're talking about? I said, that's what I just did. So I came into the office, and I took screenshots again. All right. And I sent them different ones because the thing is on the mobile app versus the desktop, they look different. It's the same data, but it looks different. So I took a different screenshot. I sent it again. I tried to like step by step explain to them how it works. Like, this is how it works. This is the queue. This is where it shows mic archive stream. This is when it says if it's running or if it's done or if it's been validated. This is showing if I'm live or not. And this, you know, you got to talk to them like they're a 4-year-old because they don't know anything. They literally just sit in an office and have like step-by-step instructions of how to do things. They don't understand the site. So I'm trying to explain to them, here's how it works, right? So then
username is already taken, says, Phil, you're not known for your brevity. I hope you just answered the questions they had. I fucking doubt that. Big ups, Robbie, for upgrading your legend. Roundman B in the house says, Earth might be flat, but cat is round in all the right places. Am I right, ALT? Well, I'll say you're right today, legend. Thank you. Here's something else
back
round.
To me again. Now it's like the middle of the night. And they go, oh, well, we don't see what you're talking about anymore. But we do know that yesterday when you were streaming, there were site-wide issues with viewer counts. The viewer counts were glitched across the entire site, and therefore that's going to affect things, okay? So I said, what do they mean? I don't understand what they're saying. So I came back in here in the middle of the night, and I checked. It had seemed to resolve itself.
Middle of the night, wake. No. You know what that means? He just stayed the fuck awake till 4 a.m. to check it.
Finally, it was like ridiculously long. I mean, I had stopped streaming at what, like 10?
Yeah.
So this was like maybe like 12, 1 in the morning. So 3+ hours had passed. Now the stream didn't say it was streaming anymore. Okay. But now it had said your stream ended, validated that your stream actually only ran 5 hours rather than like 11, which is what it had said on the page. And you have earned $0 for your stream. Huh?
How much should you be earning,
So I wrote back to them and I said, it's great that the stream ended, but it's telling me that I'm not getting any earnings for anything I streamed yesterday. $0. This is obviously not correct. Can you look into it? And they said, oh, no, it's all correct. You know, our viewer data was wrong and your payment is based on viewer data. So because viewer data is glitched, we can't pay you.
Yeah. So, you're going to leave Kick now?
Now, at the end of the day, it's actually not a big deal.
Yeah.
It's 1 day's revenue.
So it's definitely worth staying up till 4 a.m. for, right?
And I didn't have a giant stream yesterday where I had thousands of viewers and I was going to make big bucks or anything. You know what I'm saying?
That never happens ever. When's the last time you had a 500 viewers on your stream that wasn't kick-botted?
Okay. But literally they said, it's our problem. We screwed up.
Yeah.
We acknowledged that the view counts were wrong yesterday and we had site bugs. But by the way, because of that, we're not paying you.
Yeah. So go somewhere else then. You don't like it? Oh, he's going to get his button here.
Think about that for a second. Let me think about how well that would hold up in court. Not that it matters. Again, and I actually did respond back and I said, listen.
What?
I don't care about the lost day. I really don't. It's not a big deal. I'm actually grateful that you guys are even paying
me. Hope you're watching this, Dimitri.
In the partner program. I don't give a shit that I lost a day. But I need to know that this issue won't happen again. Please forward this to your tech team. And that's where we left it. Now,
please forward this to your tech team. Yep. Hold on a second. Hold on. Yep. Oh, tech team. Yep. I'll send it right now. Hang on. Whoop. Yep. I just forwarded to the appropriate tech team. Definitely did that. I forwarded right to them, sir. Thank you.
The entire question here is, I wonder, did the actual issue on my stream get resolved because I also had emailed tech support. Now, they never responded, but maybe someone in tech support looked at it and said, oh, crap, this is a glitch stream, and just ended it on their end, right? And then it's good. But I don't know. I don't know what actually ended the stream because it was running for over like 12 hours, and I couldn't end it. My problem here is I don't know if it's going to happen again. It very well may happen again where it shows that I'm online.
Yeah.
I'm not online. There were people that were very confused. They were coming by saying, it says you're live. What are you broadcasting? Wait, there's nothing here. People, I guess, had gotten a notification that I was live and thought, oh, he's still live. So they were joining, and there was nothing there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and their day was ruined. You know, there was so many suicides last night because people came into the stream and realized Philip wasn't actually streaming. It was crazy yesterday.
And I do want to say thank you because last night when I was doing all this technical troubleshooting that went nowhere, Ether335 actually gifted 6 subs to the channel while I was doing the troubleshooting, and then someone did a $20 tip. So thank you guys. I mean, I appreciate you. I guess they were just around, and they saw that I was having issues, and they kind of felt bad or something, so they tossed some support, and I'm like, well, thanks. I mean, obviously, you know, it's not a normal situation. You didn't have to do that, but it was very nice of them to support the stream when I was having this pain-in-the-ass time last night.
Yeah, when you beg your ass off every other time, they think you always expect it.
Is there a resolution? Well, as I said, as of right now, okay, it says I have over 60 viewers. It says that I'm broadcasting. It says I'm multi-streaming. It seems that everything is being tracked and working properly from what I can see. But it doesn't necessarily mean anything because at first it looked correct yesterday too.
Okay, so
you know
not a problem at all then?
So I don't know what's going to happen here. Hopefully it will work and we don't have any errors. If we have errors today, as you saw, I put a pinned message in Kick Chat today.
Thank
Said
God.
in advance, you know, I apologize for any technical issues. I hope there's none. But I don't know what's going to happen with that. If people gift subs on Kick, I might not see them and I might not shout them out right away. I might go to end the stream and then it won't end. I don't know. I hope everything works fine, you know? And I mean, it is a bummer that I tried to get help from Kick support and essentially they wouldn't help me. And then they said, oh, by the way, we're also not paying you because of a tech issue on our end. Like, how does that work?
What are you going to do? Sue them, please.
Right? But again, it's not a big deal. All right? It's not like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. I would have been pissed if that happened like during my marathon last week where I was broadcasting all day and I had tons of views and actually made some decent money on that stream. Then I would be upset. But in this case, hopefully it's just the one day and now they did fix it. And hopefully this is something that they can fix again. Like if it does happen again, I could write them another support log and they can have the tech team stop the stream or whatever.
Yeah, and you could go through the same exact thing again and also not get your money. Okay.
But I hope so. You know, I will say the confines of what I want to do, when I want to do it, I'm doing is, you know, within the confines of what I want to do, when I want to do it. I like having a set schedule. I like having everything working. I don't like having things out of the realm of control. And
yes, you have chosen this job.
It drives me nuts. It actually is still bothering me right now that I don't know how to fix it if it happens again. Like, I don't care if the tech glitch happens, but if I have a way to fix it myself, so that
you have chosen this job.
I don't have to worry and rely on others to fix the shit. You know what I mean? But I can't. Like, there's nothing I can do, and I don't even know what's caused it.
Better start your own business then, huh?
So, I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
all right.
Start your own business.
Hopefully nothing. Let's find out. Apologies that it was so confusing yesterday.
No one cared.
And hopefully we don't have this ongoing issue today.
Okay.
Okay? Cool. In the meantime, Lenny Hondo did 4 more super chats. Let's see. 150, $2, 150, 150. So that's the equivalent of 650 right there.
All right.
$10. Thank you. Okay, we have. That being said, FYI, yesterday we had lots of support. We're now at 66 out of 70 goals. And yesterday on this very show, we determined that it will be Subway as the next episode of DSP Tries It. Now, people were coming on the stream yesterday asking me, what are you going to get from Subway? Well, we're going to do 3 sandwiches. We're going to do tuna, We're going to do...
Feels like I'm having a nightmare and can't wake up. Today fucking sucks, man. You're right. Some Gator says, Dear John Kick, I once worked at Sikorsky and A certified. I digress. My parents didn't give me the figure. I digress. 15 minutes on... You know those fucking emails were so long. David Ortiz says, you want me to run the fucking Kick site for you? No, that's too like... Well, he does get combative in emails, so he might be like that in emails. And Paul Burrow says all he wants from Kick is a public apology. That's all he's asking for. Maybe he'll come back to the stream then.
Some kind of rotisserie chicken, because the last time with me was Doritos nachos or footlong cookie.
Yeah,
I'm going to get one of
cookie.
those.
Footlong cookie.
So, obviously, this is going to be interesting. I haven't had Subway in 8 years. I used to, I always rag on Subway because Subway was good back in the day, and then after a while, they got really bad as they basically became a franchised business that spread so far that their quality went way down. Kind of like the McDonald's of the sandwich business when you think about it. So this will be interesting because Subway in the last several years has changed. They now fresh cut their meat in-house, supposedly. Like I said, they have a new chicken. They reformulated their tuna. They supposedly are doing everything different now. Okay? So let's see what happens.
What happened on Kick yesterday?
And I'm curious when we'll hit the goal. And I'm curious if the food will be any good. Okay? So, let's get some support today on stream.
Can you recap the Kick situation?
Continuation of Doom the Dark Ages, and of course for the podcast. Everything is greatly appreciated. Super chats and super stickers. Memberships and gifted memberships on the YouTube side. Subs and gifted subs over on the Kick side. And of course, tips, which can go between both. All right?
All right.
So, let's get some support. Other than Lenny. Lenny, I appreciate your support, but one man alone just can't do it.
Fuck you, Lenny.
We need to have some buy-in from everybody else. Let's get some support from various sources if we can right now, guys. And let's get our first super chat, our first membership, our first sub, and our first tip right now. Let's do it.
Fuck Larry. Okay.
Soup Dupe says, I've heard from other streamers, contact Kick support immediately if you see view count screwed up. Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's the thing, like... All right, we have two stories I want to cover today. All right?
Oh, God, this early news stories? Big ups, JAZ. This is the man that complained about a BK sandwich for days and even gave weekly Chicken Gate updates via Twitter. He also, a year after, gave a update on, I still have not got reparations. He said the word reparations for the BK burger. That is true, JAC.
He
said the word.
Story I was trying to get, I couldn't find the full statement.
Not a
I'm going
joke.
to see if I can find it right now because it was pissing me off.
He said reparations.
See if I can find it. So... Here it is. Right. This is what I was looking for. Here it is. Okay. So, FYI.
Oh, please. Yeah.
Yesterday, I was live streaming. And as I'm live streaming, people start contacting me in the stream chat. Phil, are you aware of the Steam data breach? Are you aware that...
Okay, oh my God. I thought it was going to say Kick again.
Everyone's data is at risk. That everyone's data has been put all over the internet. And I'm thinking, what are they talking about? Right?
Well, John, the reparations is a very serious word. That is, it shouldn't be used for something as silly as a chicken sandwich that was oversauced, John Doe. It sounds like he has been wronged in a very serious way, but that is not the case when you have an oversauced sandwich.
Right? Like, first of all, when they say data like that, you think, so what data would you actually put into Steam? Right? Probably your name. Probably an email address.
Credit card information. Credit card.
Account, right?
Credit card.
Outside of that.
Credit card.
Like, for example, payments and stuff.
Yeah.
They don't store that data on Steam, right? Like, for me, I don't.
Okay,
I don't
but they
have,
do.
like, any data, card data, or anything stored on Steam at all.
But they do
all I have
that.
is my PayPal account, and to use PayPal, you have to actually do a third-party login system with an app and everything. So it's all stored outside of Steam.
So they have your PayPal then. Okay,
maybe some people do put like a whole bunch of information into Steam, and so they started like pooping themselves, freaking out,
so
thinking,
they have your
is my
PayPal
payment
then.
information at risk or something.
Got it.
But for me, like, I try not to do that kind of stuff. I try to do it in a way that there's always like it has to connect with another service that validates identity and stuff like that.
Okay,
I don't
Philip,
want these
locked up tight.
companies storing my data. You know what I'm saying? At all. So maybe I'm just a little bit more careful than a lot of other people. I don't know.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
But
yes, you're right, Mr. Stupid One.
people, I guess, were completely freaking out about Steam having data that maybe got leaked. So people freaking out in my chat yesterday. Were you aware? Did you hear about this? And I'm like, I didn't hear anything about it. I don't know anything about it. I'm not going to freak out about it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just going to be calm and collected, and we'll look into this later, try to figure out exactly what is happening, but let's not go crazy about it. Okay. So I didn't. And, I just kind of chilled, and Steam hadn't come out and said anything official about it yet. And I said, well, maybe it's real. Maybe it's not. Who knows? I guess we'll find out when we find out. Right. So this morning, I say this morning, but it was basically overnight. It was like 3 a.m. or something crazy like that. Steam came out with an official post explaining the situation. It says, wait, 3 p.m.? Well, I guess this came out yesterday at 3 p.m. I thought it was overnight, but I guess I'm wrong.
Good news.
FYI.
Good news show, as long as you're on top of things.
It's just not so bad. Everyone was freaking out about this, right? Thinking, oh no, all our data has been exposed. It's not. So what happened was, at one point, Steam was using unsecured SMS messages, which is essentially, text messages or other data messages to send
2-item list, and that is incredibly fucked. It is text messages and other data messages. What does other data messages mean, sir?
Text messages or other data messages to send
nailed it, Philip. Yeah, definitely.
Set password codes to people who had lost access to their Steam account. And basically, these somehow were never encrypted, and someone got access to them. They're trying to figure out how it happened, because apparently what they're saying is there was no breach at all. I guess this history of these messages was just not stored well or something.
Oh.
I don't know.
Good okay.
What
now
they're saying is,
sense.
don't worry, no data was breached at all. It's not a big deal. The only data that could have been exposed was basically the reset password, but the reset password is only good for 15 minutes. And this is ancient, this is old messages. This isn't like, oh, this happened yesterday or 15 minutes ago. This is, a history of these messages over time. They're not good anymore. These passwords don't work anymore. In addition, they're basically saying, yes, there were phone numbers there, but the phone numbers aren't associated with anything. Like, there's no, in the text, it doesn't say, oh, your account name is this, and here's your password. It doesn't say that. So if someone's just looking at staring at the text, all they have is phone number and temporary password code, and that's it. They wouldn't even know whose number it is. There's no data to link an identity to the phone numbers. So it's
they
not a
big
big
still do stuff with phone numbers.
deal.
Though, but all right.
People were freaking out whenever they hear data breach these days. They freak out about this stuff.
Yeah.
And I guess rightfully so, because, identity theft and these issues is prominent. I've had issues where all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I start getting charges on a credit card.
Oh, here we go.
And you look into it. Yeah, someone had a spoofer or something somewhere. You used your card at a store and it had a reader, and they got your number, and now they're actually trying to use it. Sometimes, I mean, what was it, a year ago, 2 years ago?
Are we going to not mention our bank account being leaked? Oh, yeah, that's not our bank account. I forgot.
I got word that someone was trying to use my debit card, but they didn't have the PIN to use it, so that it was declined. I'm like, how the hell did they get my debit card number? Right? I don't know. But it happens all the time. I actually remember, this was a long time ago, over like a decade ago. I went on a trip to go to a Street Fighter tournament. I come back home and I start getting all these messages. Someone is using your card in across the country. What? And it was like, yeah, someone in Miami was trying to use your card. Like, how the hell could someone in Miami be using my card? Because they cloned it. They somehow, somewhere along this trip.
They cloned it?
Right?
They cloned
somewhere
it.
along this trip that I was going.
They cloned it.
Cloned the card.
They cloned it. They cloned the card.
We're trying to use it. And what happens is, when the card sees transactions across the country, they'll actually, freeze those transactions and send you a notice saying this is fraud prevention. Is this really you? Probably not. We prevented the transaction. And it was like charges for like a hotel and a restaurant. So someone was trying to go on a vacation on my credit card, basically, and I wasn't involved with it, you know?
Good story. Anything else?
Freaking out.
Okay.
You know, with a Steam leak and then, oh no, all my data was in there. And now you're going to get all your stuff, you know, used against your will or whatever. But luckily, it wasn't that big of a deal. Basically, Steam is saying, no worries here. This data is useless.
Okay.
And we're looking into how it even was being stored so unsecurely to begin with. But it's not a big deal. You know, like it's not going to affect. You don't supposedly is good.
Okay. Next story, please.
Cool.
Or all right.
Okay. I received $1 tip, and all it says in it is Subway. So thank you for the $1 tip, person who wanted to say.
Okay. Clone credit card is the actual term to create a fake physical card from stolen information. I just wouldn't see the need for that, but I guess there would be some cases where you want to get a real physical card. Okay.
Subway. You're the first tipper of the day. Thank you for that.
All right. Good point.
Thanks for the $1 tip.
All right.
I love it when a major company who I'm about to taste test their food sends me contributions. Very good. Subway. Okay. We have one more story to cover today. This one is interesting. So, as you guys may or may not remember, back in September 2023, Mortal Kombat 1 released. And it released right in the middle of this big block of big high-profile fighting games. We had Street Fighter 6 that came out June 2023. Mortal Kombat 1 came out September 2023. And then Tekken 8 came out January 2024. So this one was the one wedged between, like a fighting game sandwich.
Oh,
okay?
Yes.
Hopefully it tastes better than Subway. But even though Mortal Kombat sold more than both Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8 at the time of launch, okay? The consensus was Mortal Kombat 1 was a humongous flop when it came to the quality of the game, the longevity of the game, people talking about the game, playing the game in tournament settings, etc. Like, you could watch anyone be playing Street Fighter 6 or Tekken 8, and you could look at, like, total views, right, of who's streaming, and the stream numbers would be, like, 3, 4, 5 times as much as Mortal Kombat 1. Mortal Kombat 1 died off within, like, 2 months, all right? Now,
yeah, but it sold a fuck ton more.
There's many reasons why this happened. I mean, I've already outlined them, but in a nutshell. Number one, the game plays awful. They actually reverted the game from many of the advancements it made in Mortal Kombat 11. And it just doesn't play as good. They added in these assist characters called cameos that actually make the game significantly worse. It becomes more broken and stupid. It's not a straightforward fighting game anymore. And it's worse because of that. Everyone was skeptical about cameos when they were announced because there's been assist characters in fighting games before. And everyone was like, is NetherRealm going to do it correctly? No, they didn't. They literally botched it completely. Okay? Number two, the game played horribly online. Compared to both Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8, the online connections of Mortal Kombat 1 sucked ass. They would have over 100 millisecond delay. They were just, like, not playable for competition. So you couldn't even really play the game seriously because half the time the game was laggy as hell. Okay? The story, it sucked ass. Instead of doing an original concept, which they had done over the last 3 Mortal Kombat games, they rebooted the reboot. Meaning, they already did a reboot in Mortal Kombat 9. Now the plotline is, the timeline's resetting again. You already did that. You already did that. Why are you doing it a second time? You know what I mean? Like, it happened once, you're doing it a second time? Yeah. And it became a multiverse concept. That was terrible. You know, who hasn't done a multiverse at this point? We already had the Marvel and the Multiverse of Madness and the Kang Dynasty bullshit. And then we had the Everything Everywhere All at Once movie. And then everyone wanted to do multiverse, right? So everyone's doing it, and then they said, well, we'll do it too. You can't be 10th to the game and expect that it was going to be good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, good point. All right.
So anyway, it was bad. It was just a big shit show from the get-go. So people stopped playing this game relatively quickly. And then on top of that, they tried to push and shill their stupid-ass season pass. Oh, you need all the guest DLC characters. And it's like, if your core game sucks, why are we supposed to get hype for more characters that aren't even part of your universe, right? Like, I don't care that Omni-Man is in the game. I don't care about the fucking Ghostface. Like, what are you talking about? Your game is terrible. I don't want to pay more money to play as a gimmick character from another franchise or IP. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was announced yesterday during the course of the day that...
Looks like he's being viewbotted on Kick, by the way. He's up to 400 viewers on Kick, which is way more than he would even get on the front page. So that seems to be a viewbot situation here. I'll show it to you here. Get our skip juice back. There we go. Ichiro in the house says DSP's life stories are like your 12-year-old cousin telling the 8-year-olds how tough being a grown-up is. Yes. And there's not a lick of entertainment to be found in any of the stories. We're doing our best out here.
Mortal Kombat 1 is receiving a definitive edition. Okay? What does that mean? I'll show you.
Oh, please.
The definitive edition of Mortal Kombat 1 is a version that's now being sold digital only, by the way. There's no physical disc copy for this game. What a shock. It includes the base game.
What does Warrior 64 say today?
The DLC expansion, which was a story expansion that everyone hated, for the record. Like, people were like, wow, the story's terrible. What a horrible expansion. It includes all 6 guest characters, skins, and other content. So basically, it's all the content of Mortal Kombat 1 for the low price of $70.
That's how much games cost.
I want you to think about
all the DLC.
This is a fighting game that came out in the fall of 2023. It failed within 2 months. It's hard to even find people to play the game against because it was awful and no one liked it.
I doubt that.
They then nickel and dimed their customers for a year and a half for 6 DLC characters, and now they're selling the game again for $70 as if it's a new game.
3,000 people playing right now. I know it wasn't a big, there's not a lot of people playing it, and then the kind of hype died really quickly, and most people don't like it. There's 3,000 people playing right now. You saying you can't find a game? Come on.
When it still sucks.
It's very dead, I get you, but 3,000 people playing right now on Steam alone, you can't find a person to play? Come on. You can find someone to play, no matter how shitty it is.
And no one...
James says he's right, you can't find someone to play?
No one's playing it. So sadly, you know what's going to happen? People are going to fall for this. They're going to be like, oh, Mortal Kombat 1, I get all the content, and they're going to buy it, even though the game is trash. So there's basically 2 different reactions to this announcement. One is confusion and disgust, and the other is rejoicing. All right? So first, let's cover the confusion.
I don't have the game, though, so I can't tell you, but it just seems like people, not being able to find a game seems like a hard to believe.
Disgust. All right? So why are people confused? Oops.
I'm not interested in this game either. I don't have it, but.
Got to find the interview here. Ed Boon was interviewed over the course of Mortal Kombat 1's run, okay? And when they interviewed him, I can't find the interview now. It was here, and now it looks like Twitter updated and they removed the interview. So they interviewed him, and it's just this. You can find it. It's an interview. He's at Omelet. What is Omelet? I have no idea. It's spelled Omelet. It's an all yellow stage. It's hideous. Okay, I'm looking for it now, but I don't see it anymore, so maybe it's out of the feed now. So they interviewed Ed Boon. For those who don't know, Ed Boon is the head of...
That's what I'm saying. Like 3K people in a top 3 FG is miserable. I'm not saying that's not true. I'm saying let's take him at his word, guys. He said it's hard to find a match. That's the thing I say. You can say the game sucks. It was definitely a flop, but hard to find a match is a little bit of something I have trouble believing. But
NetherRealm Studios, okay? And they said, so what are your plans for Mortal Kombat 1, yada, yada, yada? And he goes, so what we're going to do is this is going to be the biggest roster in Mortal Kombat history. We're going to have more characters it's not here anymore. We're going to have more characters than ever before, all right? And we're going to have multiple years of content. You can expect there's going to be 2, 3 years of content for this game. So don't worry, if you're big into Mortal Kombat, you can invest in Mortal Kombat 1. This is going to be the biggest one we've ever done, okay? So now here we are, a year and a half into the game's release, arguably almost 2 years. Does it have a big roster? I mean, it does, but that's because half the characters are cameo only. They're not actually playable characters. They just come in for an assist and they leave. I don't remember in Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom 1 or 2, I don't remember Capcom saying, oh, this is the biggest roster of characters because we're counting the assists as playable characters. They didn't do that. But apparently NetherRealm did do that in order to say, oh, the biggest roster in Mortal Kombat ever. They basically lied, okay? Then to say, oh, there's going to be, so many seasons of content, and there was only one. There was one season with the 6 characters and the 1 story expansion, and now it's all over. It's done. So basically, people are really upset that Ed Boon said all this publicly, acting like Mortal Kombat 1. They were going all in. You have to remember something, that for about a decade, what NetherRealm was doing is they were alternating back. Oh, here it is.
Oh, here it is. Found it.
Oh, my God. Here's the interview. Hold on. I had it in another tab.
And we're going to work on the game for years to come. So we'll be releasing more story will be coming. So a lot of and we're going to...
That's just one clip from it. I actually saw a longer clip that's like a minute. But essentially, that's what Ed Boon said. Oh, we're going to be working on this for years to come. More story, more expansions. And it never happens. Okay? Now, in regards to what they had been doing, all right, in regards to, like, NetherRealm had been alternating. First, they would do a Mortal Kombat. So they did Mortal Kombat 9. Then they did Injustice. Then they did Mortal Kombat 10. Then they did Injustice 2. Then they did Mortal Kombat 11. So, of course, everyone thought, oh, Injustice 3, right? But then they never made Injustice 3. They said, we're going straight to Mortal Kombat 1.
I'm fading.
Okay? And then Mortal Kombat 1 came out, and everyone's like, oh, this kind of sucks. So, big disappointment. So, when's Injustice, right? So, people are upset because they're like, we skipped Injustice for this. This is what you put all your efforts into, and it was bad. So, now, the other school of thought, people who aren't so upset, they're actually rejoicing.
Ooh.
They're saying, yes, Mortal Kombat 1 is done. We're so happy because it sucked. And for 2 years, this is all that we heard from NetherRealm. Hopefully now, we're actually going to get something else out of NetherRealm. Maybe now they'll announce Injustice 3. And funny enough.
Because
we were actually, as I was scrolling through, I saw it.
This is going to be funny.
Post
oh, no.
Just came out.
This is going to be funny.
Out of nowhere, NetherRealm had not mentioned Injustice on any of their social media or anywhere in a very long time.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Warner Brothers Games on all of their accounts posted up this post yesterday. Order versus Chaos versus Vengeance. How do you rank them? And
WB Games UK.
These are characters from Injustice 2. Why, out of nowhere, would WB Games now be making posts about Injustice 2 out of the blue? So some people are speculating with the announcement of MK1 Definitive Edition yesterday, and now these posts going up on WB Games Twitter, this means that Injustice 3 is in production, and likely we're going to get an official announcement and information about it during Summer Game Fest in the first week of June. Now, keep in mind, this is pure speculation. It could literally just be coincidence. But it is kind of suspect that they haven't talked about Injustice in so long, and then out of nowhere, they drop a post about it while they're also saying, hey, by the way, MK1 is done. And, of course, with Summer Game Fest right around the corner, and that being an absolute prime time for them to announce it, yeah, it seems like the planets are aligning for something, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a surefire bet. I wouldn't put all my eggs in one basket, as they say. I'd be like a little skeptical that something actually will.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You might end up dead like Bugs Bunny. Lunar Guardian says, WB Games are on the verge of bankruptcy due to several flops, and the gaming division is like to be sold off. There you go. Big ups, Lunar Guardian. I have no idea about this game. I don't give a shit about Mortal Kombat, actually, since, like, in middle school when the first time you saw, like, the fatalities and stuff. That was cool. But just, I hate when people over-exaggerate news stories, and Philip did that exact thing. People find it difficulty to find a game. I just, like, come on. I don't know if I believe that. Fluffy Flapjack says, whatever NetherRealm does is up to Warner Brothers. There was plans for years of MK1 content, but the story expansion didn't sell well enough, according to WB, so everything got canned. WB expectations are too high. Yeah, so it seems like game didn't sell well, they changed plans, and now we need a news story, so Philip's talking about this for 15 minutes.
Happen?
Big ups, Fluffy Flapjack.
Doomfan98 just said in the chat, James Gunn visited NetherRealm months ago, so Injustice 3 is likely the next game. Would I like Injustice 3? Well, here's
Simple
the thing.
as that.
Injustice 1 and 2 were fun.
Do you want to play the fucking game?
Online play sucked. They were laggy. For example, there's entire characters based around going around projectiles, but the only way they work is if you can actually see the projectile.
Your mother shat you out of your ass.
Coming at you and react in time to stop it. Like, I think, who is it, Swamp Thing? And there's like 2 or 3 characters who could do it, but you can never do it online because the lag was so bad. So if they've improved the netcode to the point where now, yeah, you could actually play the game and do that, then I'd probably like it. I did enjoy both Injustice 1 and 2. And also, let's be honest, DC's kind of in the dumps right now, right? With the end of that Snyderverse cinematic universe. And now they're rebooting with Superman in, a couple months here? So with James Gunn now at the helm
don't
of
worry,
DC.
guys. I found a secret trailer for the next Injustice game. You're gonna love this. Hold on, I just found it. It's breaking news. This is awesome. The next Injustice game. Here it is. Oh my God! Look, it looks pretty cool.
Look at all the damage, dude. No, look at his equipment,
Whoa,
dude.
look.
There's so much fucking damage he did already.
This looks cool.
Look at that. What? Oh, fuck this. Putting the controller down. I'm done. I'm not playing this guy. This is ridiculous. What a
This
waste of a
looks cool.
map. He hits me, he's gonna do like 90% more damage than he's supposed to. Just fucking win. Just win. You've got your win with your fucking overpowered equipment. You refuse to have a fair match. Go ahead.
Oh!
Go ahead. Congratulations. Congratulations. You're great. You're a great player. I'll play everyone a standing ovation, everyone. Standing ovation. Yes, you're so good. You're so good doing double damage with every fucking hit. You're so good. What a fucking idiot.
This game looks pretty cool.
What an idiot.
Why'd you quit? Oh.
Fucking waste of my fucking time. Can I get a real match, please?
Rage quit.
Really? Can I get a match versus someone who actually wants to play the fucking game? And not fucking just do stupid shit? Maybe this guy. Maybe I'll get a normal match from this guy. Let's see.
Let's see.
Match. And he does double. I'm really gonna play a guy who's got gear on. He refuses to play a competitive match, and he has gear on that does double damage. Fuck you, man. What the fuck?
Fuck you.
Completely fucking stupid cheat.
There we go. That looks pretty cool, though. I might pick that up.
It might be interesting to see what happens if they actually had a DC fighting game to go along with it. They could definitely sell tie-ins with, the movies coming out. You know what I mean? So I guess we'll see. I would not be against Injustice 3. I wanted Injustice 3 instead of Mortal Kombat 1. I even said I was more interested in that than another Mortal Kombat. And man, was I dead on correct, because the Mortal Kombat sucked ass. Really, we really wish it was Injustice 3, right? So, okay. So, Mortal Kombat 1 is done. Definitive Edition is on sale right now for $70. If you managed to not buy the game in the last 2 years and you want to drop $70 on a game that almost no one plays online because it sucks ass, have at it, I guess. But for me, I'll be waiting. And, but for me, I'll be waiting.
What was this move? Look at that. I'll be waiting for Injustice 3.
And I wonder if the new Superman movie will be good, right? And I guess we'll see if Injustice 3 will be announced next month or not. If it is, I would probably be pleased because I want another Injustice.
I'll be pleased. All right.
All right, folks.
That's it.
That covers my topics for today. I had a good amount of stuff to talk about today on the show.
Worst
ever. I hope that you enjoyed. Let's now, number one, let's
Q&A.
open up to Q&A. Tag me in the chat, see what topics you guys want to talk about.
Here we go. It's too boring. Watch this for a second. Shout outs to Pixar.
Zod! Zod! Zod!
There we go.
God damn it. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to do that.
There we go. There we go. This looks pretty cool.
Here we go again. In lag, I can't move. I can't even stand up. I hate this idiot. Come on, man. Do you want to play the fucking game? Just kill me. Here, I'm just going to walk forward. You can just keep shooting my body. Because you're such a good player that this is how you earn your win. So no, come on. Keep hitting me. Come on, keep hitting me, asshole. Come on, you fucking idiot. Come on. Keep hitting me. Here, earn your win. Oh, you're so good. I'm going to let you fucking win so that you can waste your fucking life playing other people. Because I actually like playing fighting games, you fucking idiot. Fuck you, dumb shit. My God, people are still here. Keep hitting me. Go ahead, hit me again. Come on, finish it. Get your perfect, because this is how you want to win.
It's literally
So go ahead.
You're just a bitch.
Go ahead. No, you're the bitch, because you don't play a fucking fighting game, you stupid cocksucker. You fucking walk back and shoot bullets. You're a fucking idiot. Your mother probably shat you out, you fucking piece of shit. Learn how to fucking play a game and be an honorable fucking player. Don't spam fucking projectiles, you stupid fucking idiot.
Next target.
So now you can as you live in your mom's basement, you can celebrate by eating your whole fucking bag of Doritos and chugging down your fucking Fanta, because you gotta win with Deathstroke. You're so good because you walk back and shot bullets. Fuck you, you stupid.
Oh, great.
Today. All right.
Honorable.
And number 2, let's get some support. We're at like $10. Let's get some support on the stream right now. Let's get our first tip of the day. Well, we already had a tip for $2. Let's get a bigger tip than $2. Let's get our first super chat of the day. We only had super stickers from Lenny. Let's get some super stickers on the stream. Let's get our first membership of the day. And how about over on Kick? I'm eyeballing all of you right now talking in the Kick chat. Let's get some subs.
Horrible show, so... Jericho says, this one is so bad I'm focusing on my work. That's bad. That is a bad thing.
No, I do not believe I ever saw Sabu wrestle in real life, Lenny. I don't think so.
Good question, Lenny.
Am I Sicilian? No. I'm Fajin.
What's Fajin?
I'm from my aunt's nomination that way. I'm Fajin. I'm from my aunt's nomination that way.
It wasn't me.
It's not going to be stuff that doesn't fit the format of a marathon. I will say this. It's going to be something special. It's going to be something different. I think people are going to like it. I'm excited for it, and I'm not telling you about it yet. We're waiting. Because probably it's going to take place around, early June. So I'm not going to jump the gun right now and tell you about it. I'll tell you when we're closer.
All right.
What's up, King Michael? How are you today? Good to see you.
We could get a temple today, at least.
Narwhal Gaming says, would I consider doing taste tests every single Friday and trying out different rewards for goals hit?
No.
So you're saying... do a DSP tries it every Friday regularly without hitting a goal, but then find another reward to be the goal rewards. I mean, the point of doing DSP tries it as the goal reward.
Yeah.
Is that
he has nothing else to offer, so
how can I explain? Okay. How can I explain?
What the fuck happened there? Hold on. Here I go. I got it. It's worth it. Ready? Okay. Promise it's worth it in the end. All right, ready?
Explain it. Okay. I used to do DSP tries back in the tries it as the goal reward. Is that how can I explain it? Okay. I used to do DSP tries it back in the day. It was an ongoing series that I did for YouTube. It got good views. Like, on average, a video would get between as low as 5,000, but sometimes up to like 20, 30, 40,000 views for DSP Tries It. Because of that, and because ad revenue on YouTube was something better back in the day, it would pay for itself. It would literally pay for the meal and then some. It would be profitable to do it. Mm-hmm. So I did the series ongoing for a long time, and then it probably was around 2016 that it stopped being profitable. Yes. Because YouTube ad revenue plummeted, the views on the show plummeted. So me doing it, it wasn't making enough money to even pay for the meal anymore.
That's
so
not
I
true.
said at that
Everyone
point I was
knows
going to retire. Okay, I did. Then over the years, people said, "Why did you retire? We want it back." DSP Tries It was an awesome series. We liked when you tried a new fast food item, and we could get your opinion on it, and we could decide for ourselves based on your review of it if we want to try it or not. Sometimes people would see me like something and go try it for themselves, and oh, I really like that.
Yeah.
On the flip side, sometimes people would see me try something I hated and be like, "Ooh, staying away from that now. I'm not even going to try it. It's a waste of time and money," right? Mm-hmm. So over the years, people kept asking to bring it back. So I said, all right, here's what we'll do. We got these new milestone rewards. Let's try it. And it's worked. Since I did this, since I brought back DSP Tries It in the fall, it's working. People get engaged. They get interested in picking what the next DSP Tries It will be, inform me of the new food items that are available. And it's not always, the kind of like fast food, like a chain. Sometimes we do local restaurants. Sometimes we do other things. We're branching out now. Like I said, now we're going to do Subway, which I haven't eaten in 8 years. But then we're going to actually order food from sit-down restaurants. That'll be interesting because I haven't had that food often. It'll be a different take, right? It'll be an interesting thing to do. So I think it's working well. It does seem to me like it is working well. All right? Now, what you're saying is do it every Friday, but then also do new other goal rewards,
a different
in
goal
place of
reward.
it, well, then the show doesn't make sense. You have to understand something. The show is not profitable. ESP tries it doesn't make money. All right. If we use it as a reward for support, then it's already pre-funded. It's okay if I can go out and spend a ridiculous amount of money on this fast food meal because you guys already supported me all week, so I can afford it. If I just start making the episodes out of nowhere, then the show's a waste of time. It's not profitable because the food is so expensive and it gets, what, a few hundred to 1,000 views? It's not like it's the most popular thing. You know what I'm saying?
But you use it for a reward because you think it's so cool.
How much
that
are the meals
people pay money
costing? They're
for it.
expensive. For example, what did we just order? Wingstop? So
Yeah,
I
DoorDash,
ordered
man.
a 20-piece wings, and then it came with a free combo. All right. The 20, I'm trying to think between the two. So if the wings were 20, the combo was free, but then you've got the delivery fee via, the service, which is anywhere between $5 to $10. You've got tip you got to leave the driver, and they mark up the price of the food. So it's probably like 5 plus 5.
You have done that yourself.
5 plus 10. It ends up being like expensive. They're $20, $25 on top of what the price would have been if you just bought it at the store to get the
You have done that yourself.
food for DSP tries it. You know what I'm saying? It's expensive. Some of these things that we've gotten, I'm not kidding you. One of them was like $100.
You have done that yourself.
So if you're supporting me during the week, I can do the show. It's pre-funded. Get it? As opposed to, just do it out of nowhere. Well, why would I do it then? It wouldn't make any sense, right? Now, we've been talking about, hey, let's get more ideas for milestone rewards. Sure. And every time that someone has one, it's something that's not viable.
How about
that
yours,
doesn't
Phillip?
work, that I can't do.
How about yours, Phillip?
It's every time, without fail.
How about yours, Phillip?
If I got a big amount of great suggestions, I'd be like, yeah, let's do it.
Cologne.
Let's do a hot sauce taste testing.
Yeah.
How could I do that? Right? I'm a streamer who's going to stream games today. I can't try 3 hot sauces, get sick to my stomach, and then stream games.
Try one hot sauce?
If I was someone who my whole point of the stream was just to do stunts and raise money, then that would work, right? But that's not what I'm doing.
Why is
I'm
his
here,
mouth...
I'm doing, then that would work, right? But
Watch his mouth here. Something weird happens. Watch.
my whole point of the stream was just to do stunts
Watch.
and raise money, then that would work. Right?
See?
But that's not what I'm doing. I'm here, I'm doing different kinds of content. I'm doing, meaningful content, podcasting stuff. You know what I'm saying? So what you're saying doesn't make sense. Okay? If people had good ideas of things to do, I would do it. I'm still waiting.
How about Cologne?
And then do a viewer's choice. We did. Didn't work. Right? Can't do viewer's choice because the trolls ruin it. So we can't do more frequent viewer's choice. We can't do different viewer's choice. It doesn't work.
All right.
Do a fan lobby. If the viewer's choice doesn't work, the fan lobby is going to be even worse.
All right.
All right. So the problem is the ideas that people want, they know are things that can't happen. I'm open to other suggestions. I would love to hear other suggestions of rewards. Please give me some, and I'll consider them. But the ones that I'm hearing just aren't good. Okay? Okay. Jared from Subway has tipped $2 and says, I'm enjoying the show, my friend. I have a hard time believing it's Jared from Subway, considering that he's in a federal prison right now
You can use the internet.
for his child pornography crimes.
Some gator says he can afford nice shirts now and is not poor enough to not refund games he doesn't need. Something is not adding up. Well, he just wants to make sure he gets enough money, $1,500 for each fucking food. That's what he's talking about. Can't buy cat a computer either.
But thank you for the $2 tip, regardless, whoever it really was. I appreciate that.
It was him.
Now
It was
up to
really him.
$13 of support.
Huge fan.
Okay.
He's a huge fan of your work.
So, who's going to support? Be a sub on Kick or a membership? I would like to have our first sub, our first member, and how about our first super chat?
Yeah,
'Cause we've had super
definitely.
stickers, but no super chats.
Woo, yeah. We need all. Anything else? All right. Hold on.
Did I really total a car by not changing the oil for many years? No, that never happened. I've never totaled a car by not changing the oil for many years.
Someone's trying to get him to talk about Destiny right there.
I totaled one car in my life. I got into a horrible car accident when I was in high school. That was it. That's the only car I've ever totaled.
How about the oil change, though, that you didn't do? You want to talk about that or no? Nah, he's not taking the bait on that one. Someone tried to get him to talk about Destiny. Didn't work.
Any announcements I'd like to see during Summer Games Fest? I would love to see BioShock 4. I would say, well, first off, what would I like to see new and what would I like to see redone? Because let's face it, there's going to be a lot more announcements of remasters and redone collections and things coming back.
Big update.
And I still say they need to do Infamous. They need to do Infamous 1 and 2, remastered, modern graphics, some tweaked controls, playable on PlayStation 5, right? They need to do that. Infamous 1 and 2 were outstanding games. And include that DLC, the Vampire DLC.
How many pints did you take back, Aid?
What was it? Festival of Blood?
You didn't miss anything.
That was a really good DLC.
You missed 0.
I think a remastered edition of Infamous 1 and 2 would sell very well.
Cool.
I really do. I firmly believe that. I don't know why they're forgotten. I'm confused that people act like it doesn't exist. At one point, it was synonymous with Sony first party, and now it's gone, like forgotten to history. It's very bizarre to me that that's happened. And I would like to see the return of some other Sony properties that have been gone for a while. It's just sad because some of them that they retired, like they retired Uncharted. Well, Uncharted was great. I feel like when they retire franchises like that, well, now some of the best first-party stuff is gone, and now we don't have good first-party stuff anymore, right? Remember, at one point, you had Killzone, you had, Resistance. Remember Resistance?
Parappa the Rapper. That was good.
Platformers like Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, and Jak and Daxter.
Yep.
And then you had, action games like Infamous and Uncharted. And now all those Sony franchises are all dead. They're all dead. Think about that. So it kind of sucks. I want to see some good first-party stuff come back. We haven't had good first-party stuff in a very long time. The third-party stuff is all right, but it doesn't seem to hit as well as it used to. The third-party studios are floundering right now. So we need some, how about this? God of War. I want the new God of War. I want to know what's going on with God of War. It's been several years now since Ragnarok. I want to know what's happening in this plot. Is the next game going to be just Kratos? Is it going to be Atreus? Are they going to have their own games? Will there be a game where it's the two of them going off on their own completely separate journeys, but then they meet at the end? I want God of War updates.
Okay.
That's number 1. I want Infamous to come back. Okay?
Number 2.
And also, let's see.
2-item list.
Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo Part 2. I want it to be called ST2, Super Turbo 2.
Of course, that's the only game he's ever been good at, so of course he wants that back.
Play like a classic fighting game, but with modern graphics. So imagine like Street Fighter 6 X graphics, but it plays like an old fighter instead of this modern nonsense.
Yes.
Flashy bullshit. Yeah. Everything is a fucking giant rushdown combo. No.
Yep.
Bring me back to the days of the classics where you had to be good. You needed hand-eye coordination and skill. You needed footsies. You needed anti-airs and reactions. You needed actual strategies to win instead of just doing the same pattern over and over. They're never going to do that.
Definitely wasn't patterns.
It's never going to happen. They're never going to make a game like that again because now for the past decade, fighting games have been so stupidly dumbed down that people wouldn't even know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
They literally wouldn't know what to do. Okay?
Yeah, he bitches at Fightcade, guys. What are you talking about, Fightcade? He hates Fightcade.
Okay. Dab Hands says nothing can play like the classics with the online bullshit anyway. Oh, Dab Hands, you don't even know. Tomorrow we're playing Capcom Fighting Collection 2. We're going to attempt to play Capcom versus SNK 2 online. It's going to be a shit show.
Yeah.
I'm telling
Philip
you.
was like, I want delay-based netcode. I want the slideshow style. When there's lag, I want to fucking know it. I want everything on the screen to stop.
Right now. You're not going to be able to do half the stuff you're supposed to do in the game. The timing's going to be off. It's going to be lag. It's going to be a nightmare. Good luck playing K-Groove and trying to just defend online. It's going to be a fucking pain in the ass.
Good luck.
So
Definitely.
I guess we'll see, but yeah, I know. It really sucks.
He did, Anthony. He prefers delay-based netcode. He said that himself.
Oh, sorry, you're going to be yelling out of nowhere.
Yeah, not enough money.
The Blessed has done the first official super chat of the day, $2, and he says remakes. Need for Speed Underground and Most Wanted in Chrono TRG. No.
You get Chrono
Did they
Trigger,
already make
bitch?
Need for Speed Underground? I feel like they already remade it.
Chrono TR. He said Chrono TRG. One of his favorite games ever. Are you trying to like make fun of him or just being stupid?
Thinking of a different one. I think I might be thinking of a different one. Okay.
Oh, you know Chrono Trigger remake's coming, guys. You just win. Too much money to be made. Some Gator says Mr. Yellow Paint is talking about games being dumbed down. I know, right? Games are dumbed down literally because of him. But yeah, definitely.
Oh, Chrono Trigger? Chrono TRG?
You didn't get that? Chrono TRG, and he did not get that, legitimately. Wow. Wow.
Oh, Chrono Trigger? Chrono TRG
think?
is Chrono Trigger? Oh, I didn't know that's what you meant. Yeah, I mean, we all would love to have Chrono Trigger remade, right? No, would we not? But it seems like Square Enix is too busy remaking 17 versions of Final Fantasy VII that no one's playing anymore. They don't want to actually make good games, so I don't know.
How? Hold on, I got the perfect thing for that. Hold on. I promise. Perfect thing for that. Here we go.
This is...
Oh, no. Oh, no. Right here.
Oh, no. Fake gamer alert. Fake gamer alert. Phil can't take the challenge. Gamer alert. Fake gamer alert.
Told you, it's perfect.
Most Wanted that had the remake? Okay. Spawn Killer says he'd like to have an update on Fable. Yeah, Fable went radio silent, oddly, right? They were showing gameplay. Well, not gameplay. They kept showing cinematics. And people basically kept tearing the cinematics apart, saying that the main character looks like shit. The game looks like ass. So now they just have completely gone silent and aren't saying anything about the game at all. Well, we might see stuff on Kingdom Hearts because Kingdom Hearts 4 gameplay has now been shown, like screens. I don't know if they were leaked or not, but they're online right now. A lot of people are talking about them. So I think we might get Kingdom Hearts 4 information soon. I'm not excited for that because Kingdom Hearts 3 was bad. It was really bad. Am I looking forward to Gear 6? I mean, that's another one. That's literally another one. Gear 6, it's been in development for how many years? Gears 5 came out, what, like 8 years ago or something crazy like that? So when Gear 6 comes out, is anyone going to care? It's been too long.
Been too long. This is by
Would
far
I ever go back and replay Kingdom Hearts? I feel like you gain a better appreciation for it today versus 12 years ago. That's Zelvania saying that.
This is the worst of the entire year.
Kingdom Hearts 1? I mean, is there even a viable version to play? Because Kingdom Hearts 1 was on PS3 when I played it, right? It was the PS3 HD edition. Are there any other versions on modern console I could even play?
All right.
I don't know. I know they came out with like 17 collections, but that was a while ago. So I don't know if you can still play them today or not.
Good point. Good question, too.
Yes, there was a remix edition. Oh, okay.
Oh, great. Petchy, you missed nothing. Don't rewind.
The villain says, with the success of the Silent Hill 2 remake, do you think we'll get Silent Hill 3 or Zone of the Enders remake? Well, there's a new Silent Hill coming out, Silent Hill F, right? That's the next one. And then I would guess more remakes after that. I think there will be.
I'm titling this one boring stream, do not watch. I'm going to make this private so no one can suffer through this again.
Zone of the Enders, I don't know anything about. So I don't know about that.
This one's going private. No one has to suffer through this again. It should die. This show needs to die forever.
That's right. And Gears of War 1 is remastered coming out this summer on Game Pass. Remember that?
Good point.
That's an interesting thing. I mean, hopefully that'll lead to more Gears stuff because Gears is like dead at this point. I don't know what's going on with the Coalition. They're dragging their feet.
Yeah, definitely. I prefer fast food menus to this. At least we can react to the stupid food takes. This is just sitting here. He has nothing to say. He has 12 minutes left of this. Just waiting for questions about games he barely knows.
Someone's name on Kick is Robust Penis.
Cool. Shout outs to him.
And they tagged me. They said, "Good morning, King."
That was my nickname in college.
Robust Penis.
Uh-huh. That was my name. It was an ironic thing. It's pretty funny.
But I think we'll get a trailer for the new Halo. You know, I don't know about Halo anymore. I can't believe how badly 343 Industries tanked Halo Infinite. Like, you want to talk about a botch job, like that's got to be like a case to be studied.
Yeah.
How do you mess up
Case
that
study.
bad to have a game that's on the top of the industry? Everyone's talking about it. It's the industry leader FPS. And within like 4 or 5 months, they completely botched their game so badly, no one wants to play it ever again. How the hell do you fail so hard? I don't know how 343 can recover from that. I feel like they should take Halo away from 343 and give it to somebody else at this point because they messed it up so bad.
The name is not banned because it's PEANUSS. So it's Robust P-Nus. That's why it's not banned, I guess. 343, it's fucked. All right, guys. Really? Oh, really?
Someone says that they had to refund Doom the game. It said ray tracing was not compatible. Huh? I don't know. I've got mine on. It was whatever auto configured. I think high settings. I don't know if the ray tracing is on, but it runs beautifully on my PC.
But isn't it your job
Kingdom Hearts
to know?
Final Mix is the most recent version of Kingdom Hearts. I see.
Oh, yeah, Big Beppo. He got so excited with that name. You're right. Oh, Robust Penis.
Yes, I will be checking out Tony Hawk 3 and 4 Collection when it comes out this summer. It's going to be tricky balancing everything this summer because there actually is a good amount coming out during the summer that's new. But typically summer is when I do downtime stuff. Like, for example, I already told you guys I want to play Suikoden 2 HD. But also, I told you about my idea of replaying GTA 4, but this time on PC with tons of mods to make it look like a modern game, right? Better graphics, better lighting, shaders, make it look, change the city to make it look even more realistic. That's cool. What I want to do. But I don't know if I'm going to have time to do it now because there's a lot going on during the summer, new games wise. So I don't know. We'll have to see.
How could 20?
I see. So
20 Flyers 18 says, how could anyone listen to this as a podcast? There's not enough crayons on the world to listen to this as a podcast, man. Not enough.
The new Doom only works with the latest graphics cards. My computer is from 2018 or 2019, and the game won't even launch. Damn. That's lame.
That's fucking dope.
When's the last time I took my automobile for an oil change? The last time it told me it needed one. My car is equipped with the thing that says, it pops up and says time for an oil change, and then you go do it.
Philip, what car do you have? Your car says that, Philip?
I don't know exactly when it was. I don't know when it'll pop up again, but I'll take it for the oil change when it says to do it.
He's got like a Civic now, man. That's not how it works. They give you a little sticker, man. Someone's trying to get him
Doom
to talk
is
about.
great, Cyrax.
Someone's trying to get the poll because 32% said no and 68% said yes. Whatever they tell me.
Doom is great, Cyrax. I really like Doom right now. I'm enjoying it a lot.
Oh, they do have oil life monitor now?
No, I've never ridden a skateboard.
My car does not.
Lenny with another $2 super sticker. Thank you, Lenny. So now we're up to $17.
Yeah, his oil is fine because he doesn't drive that much. But like, can it get bad just sitting there? That's his bigger worry. Is just oil just sitting there. Does it go bad?
Support. Thank you, guys. Can we get some more again?
No, JFX incorrect. He had a salty tweet about it last night, so he knows about it. He made a joke about it.
And any subs on Kick? We got no memberships on YouTube. Come on.
No, my car's not a carriage.
Yeah. It's funny because some people said, don't they put that sticker on your windshield that says when you need to get an oil change? Yeah, want to know what mine says? Car is equipped with an automatic system and will say when it needs to be changed next. That's exactly what the sticker said. They wrote that on there. It says car is equipped with system.
Let's see that.
You know,
yeah, that's a big fucking sticker, man.
System.
That's a big fucking sticker. How big is that sticker? It's a bumper sticker size.
So I just wait for my car to tell me.
Uh-huh. Definitely.
Yeah, no, you have to understand something. Papa Vera.
That was a hard one. I was holding my breath. Daily dead air. Yeah.
Just made an interesting point. He says, you've been mentioning all these issues with Kick going on. Sometimes it's the trolls in Kick chat. Sometimes the subs aren't working. Now the streams aren't working. He says, is it really worth all the trouble? It is. No, it really is, because basically, let me put it this way.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Because I'm co-streaming on Kick and YouTube, this is one of the major reasons why I've seen a significant increase in income this year. And because of that, that is giving me the flexibility to do the things that I'm doing. Right now, if something breaks, I can buy a replacement. If a new game
what about your wife's PC, sir?
comes out, do the push it. Because you've been mentioning all these.
Here's a meme preview. Wait, not that. I need a timer
you have to
too.
Understand something. Papa Vera
might work.
just made an interesting pass. No, it really is, because basically, let me put it this way. All right, because I'm co-streaming on Kick and YouTube, this is one of the major reasons why I've seen a significant increase in income this year. And because of that, that is giving me the flexibility to do the things that I'm doing. Right now.
Yes, I did, Frankie. I think it still won't last, by the way.
Now, if something breaks, I can buy a replacement. If a new game comes out of the blue, I can buy it. You see? DSP tries it. Yes, I can afford to do DSP tries it sometimes multiple times a week. Because I'm
if you hit the goals, though, right?
Making extra income through Kick.
Then why don't you just do it?
Streaming. Yes, I'm making good money via the YouTube streaming and tips, but also the Kick streaming itself as well is significant extra income. So, yeah, it is worth me going through all the annoyance of the stuff that's happening with Kick, because I am making good extra money over there. So.
Okay, so there you go, Papa Vera. Need your money too,
Alex
though.
from Phoenix just did a $10 super chat. He says, hey, everyone. Someone mentioned that a new Twisted Metal would be awesome. I agree, but make it more elaborate like the movie Death Race. Have a great day, King. Yeah, that's true. Twisted Metal came back, if you remember, the PS3 era, and it was a humongous flop. It ran like crap online, and, I just screwed everything up. And it was just a huge fail. So maybe to see Twisted Metal come back today, but actually be good.
Good point.
Would be interesting. I mean, I haven't seen it, but the Twisted Metal TV show apparently was a hit. So there must be interest in it, even to this day. So I wonder, would they ever bring back Twisted Metal? It's a good question.
Twisted Metal was fucking fun. What system did I play that on? I never had it, but my friends had it. Maybe I have my PlayStation? That one Twisted Metal was so fucking awesome fun, man. Sweet Tooth and shit.
That's incorrect. He says, that's when Keto was artificially inflating your views and they betrayed you and their supporters. Like, I'm still doing good.
No, Philip, you snake them, right? You forgot about that? You snake them. Come on. Remember this? You snake them.
I want to make this abundantly clear. The initial boost that I got last year was absolutely because I was involved with Kino Casino.
Yes, and you snake them.
I am actually consistently making more than I used to. That's why everything is good. Do you understand?
Got it.
I'm hitting goals regularly. We're doing special events regularly. I'm able to do and afford the things I need to do. Things are good right now. Okay? It has nothing to do with Keno Casino. Nothing, because that's been over for months now. And I'm still doing good.
Okay. You keep telling yourself that, it'll be true eventually. This is just for my own interest. Yeah, this one. I played the fuck out of this. This was good old-fashioned fun back in the day. We love this. The missiles. Oh man, we had fun with this. Then we had Twisted Metal 2. This was fun too, though. Oh yeah. Oh, we love this. We thought this was insane graphics back in the day. You love this. He used his wife as a human shield, says. If Linda brushed his hair until adulthood, took him 4 dates, drove him to school every day, she definitely fought tooth and nail for Special Phil to be valedictorian. Some say that is true. She called the school. My son deserves to be valedictorian. Some say he uses his wife as a human shield. Good point. Elijah Berry says, making more money than ever, which is not true, by the way, because he used to, peak of his YouTube, he was making insanely more than he is now. But yes, he's never big more than he is now either, so.
Dak Almighty says you should interview the creator of Twisted Metal and God of War, David Jaff. Is it Jaff or Jaffe? I don't know how to say his name. Says he's a YouTuber now and he works with Keemstar. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Cool.
Sounds like a plan.
Why not? Great show today. Olm says, I have a car that tells me and they still put miles in case something goes wrong. Why even lie about that? That's what I'm saying. Like, put a sticker in your car that says you have a meter, so you don't need this sticker. Here's the sticker anyway. It's ridiculous. How dumb do you have to be to lie about something like this?
Because Twitch is a...
There we go. Uh-oh.
You don't get why I don't go back to Twitch, because Twitch is a degenerate website run by
What?
You don't get why I don't go back to Twitch, because Twitch is a degenerate website run by unprofessional people.
Yeah, fuck
it's
websites.
Not dependable. That's a place that's not worth the trouble. It's also the absolute least profitable place to stream. Out of all the places that I could be streaming right now, I make less on Twitch. They take more of a cut of all the profits. It's just ridiculous. I don't know why anyone streams on that site. At any moment, they can actually say you did something you didn't do, suspend and take down your stream.
YouTube can do that too, and so can Kick.
They did it to me.
So can every website out there.
They kicked me out of the partner program, never told me what I actually did wrong, and refused to tell me what it was so they didn't have to.
Yes.
So how could I, if I actually did something wrong, how could I ever improve to make sure I don't do it again if you didn't actually tell me what I've done wrong and show me evidence of it?
When you do it enough times, they don't have to give you any more chances, brother. That's life.
Then they suspend my stream and say that I said the N-word, which I never said. Ever. And then
they suspended your stream and they put it right back the same day.
Disputed it, and later in the day they reversed it. It was our mistake.
Same day.
It's my mistake that I'm streaming on your site is what it is. So I'm gone.
Okay.
And I'm never going back. That's just irrefutable evidence that there's no reason to stream on that site. That they could treat you like that, and then they take more of your money.
Yeah.
They literally take more of your money than any other site. Why would you want to be there?
Okay, well, you did say all the hateful slurs, but okay. Movie Sign says, there's a reason why that the service light comes on is called an idiot light. Now we know his name for Dave. Yeah, I remember when the service light came on, like high school in my car. It's like, all right, how long can I ignore this puppy? How long can I ignore this? Or you pull the Homer and put the tape on it. Hi, Yamamoto says, my car alerts me for an oil change and they still gave the sticker. Big out. The second, Olm and you both said that, so I trust you guys more than him. And he was, Philip was most profitable when he's on Twitch. Yep, that's correct.
Okay. Anything last minute, guys?
Anything
or
else,
shall
guys?
we end the show and
Anything
get ready
else?
for Dew?
Anything else, guys? Any more tips? Looking for tips. Looking for tips out there. Got the tips? I've been very meaningful today. Any tips? Have you seen all the meaningful, positive content I've given you today?
All right. Well, everyone, thank you.
All right.
For a good interactive portion of the show. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed the topics that we discussed today.
Worst
Tomorrow,
ever.
Friday, is my final
I'm gonna
streaming
die.
day of the week.
We are
Tomorrow
all
will be
going
a special
to die
day
from
where we go
boredom.
back to classic fighting games all day long. I'm excited because I haven't played fighting games in a
all
long time.
stupider
So now to
for
play them all day is
watching.
going to be special. It's not just Friday night fights. It's
Everyone
just Friday
is now
fight.
worse off
So I will
than
see
today.
you all tomorrow.
I'm gay.
Thank you
What? Oh,
very
You
much
turned off.
for everything. Have a good day. I hope you'll check out and join me for the gameplay. But if you don't, I'll see you tomorrow for my final podcast of the week.
This was
Peace
the
out.
worst. He's gay. No, I'm not gay. He is gay.
Okay.
I'm not. Well, I'm gay too,
All
but
right,
that's
guys.
personal.
So,
oh, sorry.
Let's get
Huh?
set up.
Huh?
Now, in this case,
What? What happened? It
I
stopped
will
earlier.
be using the chair cover today.
Oh,
Because
thank God.
today, I'm not wearing a green shirt. So I can actually use the chair cover today. So let me get that set up.
Massive positive to the stream. Okay, we don't got time for this. Okay, guys. Okay. Anything else? Okay.
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 And I actually got to turn the effect on. Perfect. There we go. Let's turn off all the lights and everything. Program I use, so sometimes it has an issue. All right, looks good, right? Yeah.
Nah,
okay, looks
not
good.
really.
All right, time for a break. This is going to be about a 15-minute, 20-minute break. FYI.
Jesus.
I got to use the bathroom. I got a couple things I got to do before we start. When we come
20
back,
minutes?
it'll be about 2.5 hours of Doom: The Dark Ages. I'm excited. It's going to be a good stream. Great progress. We're actually in the middle of stage 7. We're going to finish that up and then go stage 8, maybe even stage 9 today, and go from there. But guys, thank you. Enjoy a few highlight clips while I'm gone, and I will be back shortly as soon as I can. Okay, guys?
Not that shortly. 20 minutes.
Look at
Not back yet. I'm not waiting either. Fuck this. All right, guys. You were all fucking legends for chilling. I'll be on the tractor beam later, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Hope you enjoy. We did have a lore stream today. If you didn't check it out, go check out the lore stream. You're all fucking legends, all right? Fuck this. Worst show ever. In the summer, by the way, if this happens, we are rage quitting and doing something else. Don't give a fuck. We make the rules here. All right, anyways. You're all legends, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, no, we won't see you tomorrow. We'll see you tonight. Bye.